Hello my darlings and welcome to another video. If you're new here, welcome my dear, and please join the family. Subscribe to this channel to help us grow our gorgeous community, and of course follow me on Instagram because we have a lot of fun there. Okay guys, this is gonna be a trip back the memory lane and I really got prepared for this video. I have my notes here so I don't forget everything because it is possible knowing me. But today I want to talk to you about the perfumes of a decade that I've been using way before I started YouTube. And if you don't know already, I have always been a perfume junkie. And today we're gonna talk about the perfumes that I've been using for the last 10 years. But I am also planning to do a video how I actually started my perfume journey. So basically going through all the perfumes, all important perfumes since I was a kid. So please leave me a comment down below if you would like to see such video and I will be happy to do so. But today we're gonna focus on perfumes from 2010 until today, which it's 2021, but let's keep it to 2020, so like a perfect decade of perfumes. Okay, some perfumes I do own and still use, some perfumes I do not have with me, but no worries, I'm gonna describe them for you as good as I can. So 2010 I think was the year that I started college, so I went to university and I started law school. And to be completely honest, I was still very not such a serious girl. I used to party a lot, but I also used to travel a lot, so you know, everything implemented into my taste. And 2010 was, I think, the year that I traveled very much. And I remember that my fragrance that I absolutely loved and that I made everyone buy for me whenever I had an occasion to do so, it was Versace Bright Crystal, the first one, Eau de Toilette. I still honestly love it. It has such good memories for me. It's such a memory trigger. It's light and airy and girly. It's not the best quality fragrance, I'll be honest, but I loved it so much along with my mom. Also 2010 was the year that we lived alone. Also the year before my grandma died, so you know, we were not very in a happy place, so that fragrance really uplifted me and I remember loving it. If I needed something to be a heavy hitter for a party, I would obviously go for Alien. Baby, can you please bring me Alien quickly? Okay, so 2010, I was still using Alien since it was released. So there you have it. I still love it. I still use it. I don't use Versace Bright Crystal anymore, but I still consider it a nice fragrance, you know, with good memories. So yeah, heavy hitter Alien, and for day by day Versace Bright Crystal Eau de Toilette. Then I remember I moved on to the Absolute version, but it was just like a 1 year episode. So yeah. 2011. Oh, 2011 was a lot of traveling as well. I would travel with my mom a lot. I would travel with my friends. So I was mostly into very vacation sense. So the first one I need to talk about, because I've been a fan, was Escada. Escada Taj Sunset in particular. I love that fragrance and I will be actually purchasing it because of the good memories, because of the scent. It's very fruity, it's just beautiful, like a sunny flash on your skin. So yeah, Taj Sunset by Escada, I would wear it to death, along with my ultimate party fragrance at that time, which was Dolce & Gabbana L'Impératrice 3. And I still love it. It's kiwi, it's fruity, it's melon. It has a little bit of musk, but not too much. It's very aquatic and fruity, like a fruit bowl. I love this one, and considering it's Eau de Toilette and it's very cheap, considering it's Dolce & Gabbana, it has a great longevity and sillage. Everyone noticed me in the clubs. I would rock it so much, especially in Spain. So love that one. And again, beautiful memory trigger. Okay, 2012 was the year that I had the worst exams in my college, on my university, in law school. It was very, very hard, and I remember my mom rewarded me with a beautiful cruise around the Mediterranean. It was so beautiful, and I remember the fragrance I wore the most throughout that time was, surprisingly, Viktor&Rolf Flowerbomb. I would still be using this one, definitely, but my main one for 2012 was Viktor&Rolf Flowerbomb. I also remember at that time I shortly broke up with the guy that I've been dating for a while. So yeah, I was like, you know, fresh on the market. I would be partying a lot, again in Spain and on Ibiza. So yeah, it was very, very fun time. I loved it, and then my grandpa died, so yeah. To be completely honest, that decade I'm talking about is very bittersweet, so I might get a little bit, you know, sentimental. We've been through a lot of death for family, we've been through a lot of terrible things happening to us, so perfumes were really things that uplifted me mostly. So yeah, Viktor&Rolf Flowerbomb was my summer party and winter party fragrance at that time. I would party like crazy. I was in the club every single weekend. I don't know where I took that energy from, but yeah, that was my time. Okay, 2013. One fragrance I do have, Womanity by Mugler. As I said before, this is not the Womanity I would be wearing back then. At that time, that fragrance was so potent, and I remember when it was released, and I remember going to the club with my girls, and one of my friends was wearing it. She just bought it, and when I first smelt it, I was like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Is it a fish? What is it? But then I really grew to love it, and that was our ultimate party fragrance. We would wear Alien and Womanity interchangeably, so we were like a massive Womanity Alien cloud in the clubs with my girls. So, you know, again, fun memories, very potent fragrance back in the day. And I love it for sentimental reasons, and actually, since I don't wear anything at the moment, I'm gonna spray it on myself, because why not? My boyfriend doesn't really love it, but you know, I still really like it, so that's that. And another one, that was the time that I started working in law offices, so I had to be a little bit more put together, you know. I was still in law school, but you know, I was trying to sneak myself into the environment of lawyers and court and stuff, so I wanted to be like very on point. So I went with Chloe Eau de Parfum. Was it a good choice? I think so. It's a very classy fragrance. I remember it was very long lasting back in the day. It had beautiful sillage. I remember wearing Eau de Parfum and Eau de Toilette. It was like a nice white clear bottle with a white ribbon. It's not available anymore, but I really loved it. So yeah, Chloe, and my bad bitch fragrance would be Womanity by Mugler, and my classy girl fragrance would be Chloe Eau de Parfum. So that's 2013. Now we can move on to 2014. And that was the time I was getting very classy. I would start earning some money. I would start going to courts. I would be a law assistant. So, you know, I felt very special at that time. I don't know why, because there ain't anything special about that. But since I was, I think, on the 4th year of law school, I was stepping up a little bit. So I invested in Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel, and also I would be wearing something that's quite similar, which is Miss Dior by Dior. I don't have it right here, but I do still own that very same bottle I would be wearing. So it says a lot. I would be a very classy girl back then. Yeah. Even to the clubs, I would wear Miss Dior mostly. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna be a lawyer kind of vibe. Yeah, that was 2014. Very, very classy. I wanted to be very put together. I didn't wear too much of Alien and other heavy hitters. I would go in a very floral, classy route. So that was 2014 for me. Also, if I remember correctly, I would spend quite a while in Germany, and my cousins, who is a dentist, we would party a lot back then as well, but we still kept it very, very classy. So that's that. Okay, where are we? 2015. I think I'm gonna go with this fragrance for 2015. Still very classy, but very fresh, and again, perfect for traveling, perfect for vacation. And this is Chanel Chanson Fresh. I went through bottles and bottles and bottles of this fragrance, guys, and I still love it. This is an absolute classic in my collection. And yeah, I remember my mom wearing it before me, and then I moved on to Chanel Chanson Fresh. So yeah, actually I must say, guys, I should have said it in the very beginning, but my mom has been a massive influence when it comes to me using perfumes, and I would kind of always, you know, pick up from her. Even if I didn't like it at first, I would end up liking what she's wearing, and I would end up stealing it. So Chanel Chanson Fresh, I would say this was my fragrance of 2015. Now we can move on to 2016, and this is when I discovered the whole range of Aqua Allegorias, and I fell in love. And I remember I was in Zakynthos in Greece, you know, the place with the gorgeous shipwreck and the beach, and I remember going to a party and my friend would be wearing it, and I had no idea about Aqua Allegorias. I never even like paid attention to the line, and she was wearing Tesura. And for some reason, back in the day, that fragrance felt so potent because I would smell her from far, far away. But yeah, really, Aqua Allegorias are not that impressive when it comes to projection. But I still absolutely love this. I went through so many bottles of different Aqua Allegorias since then, but that was my absolute staple, and I feel like I will always have this in my collection. This is how much I love this fragrance. This is tea, this is citrus, but very, very sophisticated. Beautiful fragrance, unlike any other. Unlike any other, I can promise you, I love this one. So this is my fragrance of 2016. Now we can move on to 2017. I would be wearing the Eau de Toilette so much throughout the years, but the Intense changed the game for me. I love it till this day. I would always repurchase it. This is my favorite citrus. So far, the best citrus in the designer range. Completely in love till this day. So yeah, I don't really love the bottle, to be completely honest, and whenever I put my fragrances on display, I kind of hide this one, which makes me use it less. It's a shame, but what can I do? So yeah, 2017 was the year of Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense. Love this perfume, still use it. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, 2018 is where the fun started happening, because I would like spread my wings a little bit more. And that was my first Tom Ford perfume that I bought myself, and it was Tom Ford Eau de Soleil Blanc. It was released in 2018, and I went nuts with this one. Everyone would be asking me what smells so good, and that was me, and I was so proud, you know. That was the time that I started working in the corporate, I think the year before. I'm not sure, because I spent 4 years there, so maybe it was like 2016. Yeah, somewhere between those lines, Tom Ford came to my life. I love this till this day. I will never get rid of this. This is beautiful citrus with a scent and lotion-like vibe. A little bit tuberosy, a little bit vanilla, a little bit spicy. It's just everything in the bottle. Very, very bougie vacation. And along with Tom Ford Eau de Soleil Blanc, for a little bit of a heavy hitter for me, I would be using Poison Girl Eau de Parfum, which I use and praise till this day. I absolutely love this fragrance. This is a beautiful take on the old Hypnotic Poison. It's definitely more fresh and more girly, but still very, very seductive. It's not juvenile. It's vanilla tonka with a lot of rose. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. It has Tolu balsam. It has some heliotrope in the dry down. Very interesting fragrance, and I feel like this is one of the best from the Poison range. I love it equally to Hypnotic Poison. So, and it gave me so much good memories, guys. Men love it. That's all I'm gonna say. Men absolutely love it. So that's Poison Girl and Tom Ford for 2018. Now, 2019 is when I actually started dating my current dude. That was 2019. And I remember, of course, we had so much going on, you know, it was very active time in my life. But we started dating, and he got me this perfume, the intense version, because I would be wearing that one so much, and he loved it. And this is none other but Olympea by Paco Rabanne. I adore this fragrance. I'm actually gonna mix it with Womanity, and to be completely honest, sidetracking, I know, sidetracking, but this is important. This is so beautiful together, Womanity with Olympea, fantastic. So yeah, this is salty vanilla with a little bit of aquatic citruses in the beginning, but mainly it's a beautiful, cozy, salty, beach, but potent, sexy vanilla. It's everything in the bottle. Again, everything I want in a fragrance, this is it. Even though I didn't love it in the very beginning, which is very, very hard to acknowledge for me because I love it so much. But yeah, this is definitely my fragrance of 2019. Along with something very classy as well, which is Guerlain by Mon Guerlain. I wasn't that into this fragrance when it first came out, but then I fell in love with it a year later, and 2019 I would be rocking it so much. I remember I got my first bottle of this one from my mom from Paris. When she went to Paris, she got me this beautiful bottle, and I felt so in love, and I would cherish it so much. Of course, now to me this is just another fragrance in my collection, but still beautiful memories, still use them, still praise them, still cherish them. Fantastic. Olympea and Mon Guerlain for 2019. And for 2020, my beautiful people, I didn't even know what I should start with. Because of YouTube, because I've started YouTube, and YouTube was a part of therapy for me because I was suffering from terrible anxiety. I had so many health problems during 2020, and so much was going on this year. And because of YouTube, I explored so many new fragrances, niche, designer. I feel like in 2020 I acquired over 100 fragrances. I'm not lying. I acquired over 100 fragrances, which is crazy how much you can get fragrances during 1 year, but I did it. I wouldn't say I'm super proud of it, but I'm happy. And that's all matters. This is my job now, and I must pick something for 2020. I just want to pick one perfume that actually changed the whole game for me. And to me, this is a fragrance that's very hyped up, that's true, but it's very unique. And this is something that that's my boyfriend sneezing, guys. He's allergic to most of my perfumes, and he's sneezing because he's sitting right there checking my lights. Bless you. Thanks for ruining my video.
Love you.
Okay. So, I was saying that 2020 deserves a fragrance that just took the cake for me. It's my obsession, and this is also the fragrance that I spent the most money on, and I fully felt like I deserve it after all I went through this year and last year. I fucking deserved it, you know? And this is none other but Baccarat Rouge 540 by Francis Kurkdjian. What can I say? I think you already know this is my second bottle, and I did also own the extrait of the Perfume, which got stolen unfortunately, but I will be repurchasing. And to be completely honest with you guys, I will be probably purchasing the extrait version in also 200ml bottle, which is extremely expensive, but to me, when it comes to that particular fragrance, it's very worth it. I wouldn't spend that much money on Amouage, I wouldn't spend that much money on Tom Ford, I wouldn't spend that much money on Clive Christian even. But this fragrance takes the cake for me, and even though it's very popular, fortunately, it's still unique enough in my environment that everyone asks me what I'm wearing, and this is my signature scent. I love this one so much. So 2020 was such a big year for me, good and bad. It actually ended very, very badly, but I have enough fragrances to cheer me up. So Baccarat Rouge 540 will be my ultimate fragrance for 2020. I also feel like me purchasing it, for some reason, it also changed the game for me on YouTube. This is when my channel really started growing. I purchased this one when I hit 10,000 subscribers, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it was a big milestone. I love it. I will always have it in my collection no matter what. So yeah, this is my fragrance of 2020. Of course, I've been wearing so many fragrances, but I'm still not tired of that. And to be completely honest, this is my real passion. Real passion since I was a little girl. So I will happily do a video for you on how I started my perfume journey, which will be coming up soon. If you like that idea, please leave me a comment and leave this video a thumbs up. This will really help me a lot. I hope you liked it. Please let me also know what are your fragrances of the decade. I would love to know. And see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Bye!